All right, so I'm going to read a poem from my beautiful friend, Julia. She sent this to me. Today we were talking about how your brain is the thing that stresses you out, gives you anxiety, and just to pay attention to your breathing, because your breathing is what is in the moment. So my brain and heart divorced a decade ago. For me, it was probably 2 years ago. Over who was to blame about how big of a mess I have become. Eventually, I've never read this before. Eventually, they couldn't be in the same room with each other. Wow. Now my head and heart share custody of me. I stay with my brain during the week. All right? And my heart gets me on weekends. They never speak to one another. This is so sad. I want to cry. Instead, they give me the same note to pass to each other every week, and their notes they send to one another always says the same thing. This is all your fault. On Sundays, my heart complains about how my head has let me down in the past, and on Wednesday, my heart lists all of the times my heart has screwed things up for me in the future. They blame each other for the state of my life. There's been a lot of yelling and crying, so lately I've been spending a lot of time with my gut, who serves as my unofficial therapist. Most nights I sneak out of the window in my rib cage and slide down my spine and collapse on my gut's plush leather chair. That's always oh my gosh. That's always open for me. And I just sit until the sun comes up. I gotta lower this, hold on. This is so cute. Last evening, my gut asked me if I was having a hard time being caught between my heart and my head. I nodded. I said I didn't know if I could live with either of them anymore. My heart is always sad about something that happened yesterday, and my head is always worried about something that may happen tomorrow. I lamented. My gut squeezed my hand. I just can't live with my mistakes of the past or my anxiety about the future. I sighed. It's such a great, oh my gosh. I have to be. I'm acting. I'm acting. My gut smiled and said, this is about how your head and your heart divorced from each other. My gut smiled and said, in that case, you should go stay with your lungs for a while. I was confused. The look on my face gave it away. If you are exhausted about your heart's obsession with the fixed past and your mind's focus on the uncertain future, your lungs are the perfect place for you. There is no yesterday in your lungs. There is no tomorrow there either. There is only now. There is only inhale. There is only exhale. There is only this moment. There is only breath. And in that breath, you can rest while your heart and your head work their relationship out. This morning, while my brain was busy reading tea leaves, although that could be, I don't know, tea leaves? Okay, we're going to leave that part out. All right, so, and while my heart was staring at old photographs, I packed a little bag and walked to the door of my lungs. Before I could even knock, she opened the door with a smile, and as a gust of air embraced me, she said, "What took you so long?" I need you to listen to this. If I were a famous singer, this is a box and you're leaving it near the fire. If I were a famous singer, I would need to be this kind of singer, to this kind of music. I love that horn with the little cap thing on the thing. Watch, you listen. That's not it, but oh my gosh. I love this guy. Love it. It reminds me when I was little. I used to sit with my grandparents at her table. I was not born in the 50s. Do I look like I was born in the 50s?
This music sounds like it was from the 50s.
Oh, yes, this was. Maybe 40s. 40s, probably. I think 40s.
I never saw it, sister. Wait, so when were you born?
70s. Dude. How old do you think I am?
I didn't think you were that old. That's why I was confused.
Yeah, you better be confused. So anyway, I would be sitting at my grandparents' table in her kitchen, and she would put like a steak or whatever we were having. It was my grandfather, my papa, my nana, my brother David, and me. And she used to have this little Okay, sorry, I'm back. Okay, so she used to have a little TV, little black and white TV, my little one, up on this cabinet, way up under the ceiling. And on Saturday nights, I remember the Lawrence Welk show coming on, and we would be eating dinner with that on. It was wonderful.
That's so cool. We should spread it on another part.
There is a horn that I gotta let you hear someday. It's wonderful. But isn't this stuff great? All right.